Are you guys ready? It is officially time for the 2024 Enclosure Buildoff Championship. In case you don't know what the Enclosure Buildoff is, it is the biggest annual event we have here at Snake Discovery, where we invite 10 players from around the country and up in Canada to compete in building the best reptile enclosure they can using only the products that are donated by our very generous sponsors.
Super amazing sponsors.
Yes! This wouldn't happen.
Droves this time.
I can't believe this. This would not be a thing without our sponsors. And there are more sponsors than ever at this event. So building an enclosure using only products that the sponsors bring, which we will show you what they donated in just a little bit. I mean, it takes skill, it takes creativity, it takes time management because they only have so many hours to get an entire enclosure done. And it takes maybe a little bit of luck in order to pull it off. And then when all the builds are complete, you viewers get to vote on your favorite one to determine the winners. And this year, since it's year 4, it is the championship round where we invited back the top winners from the previous 3 years and we're putting them head to head to figure out who is the grand champion builder.
So what else is different about this year, Emily?
Well, we have some twists and turns in this year's competition because these are the best of the best. So we're gonna put them to the test. First of all, the enclosures are not just 4-foot enclosures this year. They are 6 by 2 by 2 foot enclosures. That's an extra 2 feet of space.
Yeah. Custom Reptile Habitats came out and just knocked it out of the park.
I can't believe it. We've got 10 6-foot enclosures for them to decorate to the best of their abilities this year. They're all set up.
3, 4. There's Paul. 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, how did I miscount?
Apparently.
Oh, I missed that one because I skipped over it. 10.
So there are 10, we promise. 6-foot enclosures in here ready to be set up tomorrow, which is the big day. And you know what? Next up, we've got to show you what all they get to use.
Wait a minute. Normally, that's where all the stuff is.
Yeah.
Where's all the stuff, Emily?
We had so many sponsors and they donated so many things. There was no way we were going to fit it in this room. So we put all of the supplies that the builders get to use in our zoo. Let's give you the tour. We have 6 stations of various products that they get to use. Station number 1 is substrate. Quite possibly the biggest station.
It is 3 whole tables.
Yeah.
Full of substrate.
It's insane. Usually we put all the substrate on a single table, but we couldn't do it this year.
No.
Let's see, we've got Pangea, who donated ABG mix, charcoal, peat moss, aqua balls. We've got Exoterra, who donated their new stone desert, the Outback Stone Desert. Substratum Biodude donated Terra Firma, Terra Sahara. Zilla, they donated a ton of substrate as well. A good variety of jungle mix, which I love this stuff, by the way. This is good stuff. Lugardi donated some substrate, and New England Herpetoculture, brand new sponsor this year, first time, really came out of nowhere, and you're gonna notice New England Herp, they donated a ton this year. So drainage layer, we've got tropical bedding. T-Rex, another one that came out of the woodworks, first time sponsor, sent us so much stuff, like an entire pallet for this event. We've got coconut bark, cypress bed, jungle bed. We've got accents like their red rocks, we've got pebbles, we've got canyon trail sand, all from T-Rex. So this is just station number 1, the substrates.
Yeah, that's insane.
Next up, we have the electronics station over by Chloe, our snapping turtle. Zoomed sent us their brand new Reptisun LEDs. These aren't even on the shelves yet, guys. They sent us the very first ones that got shipped to the US.
Nice.
We are lucky enough, like all the players get to play with these for the first time ever in the US.
So what that means is the players are all going to get the T5 hoods and Snake Discovery is going to take these, right?
Yes, I'm sure that's what it is. Yeah, no, this is incredible. They sent us all sorts of lights. And then we have Exoterra, who sent us a ton of domes and monsoons. They sent us a ton of monsoons, both the Monsoon Multi-2 and the Multi, and they sent us Terra Skies, so they sent us lighting as well. Down here we've got a singular fogger.
Yeah, we may have talked to Zoomed and said, hey, your fogger was really popular.
Yes.
Don't send many of them.
So they sent us They sent us 3, but we're only putting 1 on the tables because we're saving the other 2 for a mid-round challenge for other people to get and earn. So we have 1 for them to grab
We do
so
have some
far.
Exoterra foggers though too. So.
Yes, that is true. So there is another option for foggers thanks to Exoterra. So we'll see who gets these. We've got lamps to go with the domes. We have Reptile Systems, who donated a couple of domes as well, and Pangea, who donated some bulbs and deep heat projectors.
Perfect.
So
What are these?
awesome. Oh, this is another dome. Yep,
okay.
from Reptile Systems. Over here we have Station 3, which is one of the biggest ones. I think
Arguably the biggest station.
probably even more than Substrate now that I
Yeah.
think of it. We have, let me walk you through. Zilla donated so much decor for this build off, guys. We've got their UV detecting decor that like glows based on how much UV is emitted. We've got their very popular Zilla rock caves, which I love. And I love the rock layers. These are awesome. It's 2-piece cave. I'm really curious to see if anybody uses
There's
those.
some smaller ones here too. They gave us all their different sizes, like large caves down to the mini caves.
Yeah, these actually, if I remember correctly, when we did a cave review video,
That's one of my favorite caves.
this was number 1.
Yeah.
We love these caves, and we have some for the builders to use.
They did their new, I think it's like a
Waterfalls?
water retreat.
The spring cave,
That's
I
what it
believe.
was, yep.
Yeah, so there's some of those down here. And then Exoterra, again, donated a bunch of stuff. We've got vines, we have skulls, we have drippers, which are kind of cool. I'm curious to see who's going to fight over those.
Yep.
We have even a waterfall back here.
Big waterfall.
That's going to be cool. We've got
Some
their...
other little waterfall.
Yeah, this is
things.
going to look so cool if someone uses that. We have the rock outcrops down there. And then wrapping around, we have universal
So
rocks.
much universal rocks.
There's so much
That
here.
is insane. There's a whole
Oh my
background back here.
Yeah, we have one background that if
Yep.
somebody claims this or whoever does, all they have to do is like set it and their enclosure is done.
It's gonna be interesting though, because me and Paul were talking about this.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little warped, so it's gonna be hard for them to get it set in there.
so they might struggle.
it might be a little bit of a trap.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. All right, so we're all going to judge who grabs this background and see if they struggle and can pull it off.
But yes, look at all the universal rocks here.
Look at this
There's
log.
a giant
They're
log.
so cool for a 6-foot enclosure.
There's water dishes and ledges and just logs, everything.
So
It's
much.
amazing.
Universal Rocks makes these amazing stumps too. So since the enclosures are so big this year, we get to play with really cool products, or
Yeah.
the builders get to play with really cool products.
Randy doesn't get to go in an enclosure.
No,
As much as we want him to go away,
Yeah.
he has to stay here. I guess.
maybe someone will take
He
him.
is Universal Rocks though.
He is, yeah, he's from them too. That's why he's part of this pile. Maybe someone will take Randy off our hands. Pangea donated some of their bowls. They're brand new micro dishes, which are magnetic and they stick to branches, and it's a little tiny dish to feed your geckos. New product, kind of cool. They also sent vines and orchids, which we use these orchids in our green tree python enclosure in our zoo. So like,
There's one right there.
these are products that we use in our zoo that the creators and, distributors were so generous enough to send us for the build-off. Oh, we've got T-Rex again. They sent some of their rock view caverns, and these are like ways for reptiles to hide and feel secure while you can still view them in the front. So I'm
they're made of
curious.
foam.
And they're foam, so they're really lightweight.
very lightweight.
Yeah. Yep, and they also sent some mossy vines, which are really cool. And we've got some accessories here, some more foam, like, again, log landings, so more decor out of foam that you can really make look natural. And then we also have ZoomEd that sent some of their vines, in addition to all the electronics they sent us.
The next one is from a new vendor.
Brand new sponsor.
Brand new sponsor who donated an entire section by themselves.
Yes.
And it is absolutely insane.
Station number 4 is completely sponsored by Mother Co. Plants in Minnesota. Local plant nursery. I can't believe they jumped right in. They kind of half reached out to us asking if they could be a vendor and or a sponsor, and we're like, are you sure? This is really generous of you.
It goes all the way back over there by
Yes.
Rex's tunnel.
Look at all this. These are all live plants of all sorts of sizes. There's ferns, there's bromeliads, there's all...
There's succulents down
Yes.
here.
Yeah, so we have some arid options in case somebody does like a desert build, and we have a ton of tropical options for them too. These are amazing.
Yeah, it is absolutely insane how much there's air plants down there. There's just so many plants.
However, we do actually have a second live plant sponsor as well. New England Herpetoculture not only sent decor and substrate, all sorts of stuff, they sent their beautiful selection of live plants. And these are smaller plants so that builders can use them kind of in the foreground and use the larger ones in the back. They sent these a few days ago, so we've been taking care of these plants
Yeah.
and watering them. They look fantastic, and I'm so excited for these to be used. Again, these are from New England Herpetoculture.
Ed and Paul may have forgot to put these guys out.
Yeah,
But
that's
they'll
okay.
be out tomorrow for sure.
Speaking of New England Herpetoculture, that actually brings us to station number 5, which is the biodegradables station. They sent us a variety pack of biodegradables. It's so
Nice.
cool. They sell these as like a variety pack that you can
cool.
get. Yeah, they have all sorts of cool stuff. Definitely. All these sponsors. You guys need to support them.
Every
They're amazing.
sponsor is amazing.
Yes, so T-Rex in the biodegradables section, sponsored by donating some tumbleweeds, which are super cool, and some Spanish moss. And we have a whole bulk box full of Spanish moss donated by Mother Co Plants. We have, this is a cool product, lichen sticks from T-Rex. I've never really seen these packaged before. That's really cool. And then we also have a ton of leaf litter from Zoomed and tons of moss from Zoomed. We've got bio shots from the Biodude, and the Biodude also sent some various biodegradables, like their
Tons
leaves.
of leaves.
Oh my gosh,
Some
like
new, palm fronds?
yeah,
which are
I think
cool.
palm front. Yeah, I've never seen these before with them. That's really cool.
We got some sphagnum moss, compressed sphagnum moss.
Oh, I didn't see that actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So you just soak it in water and probably add a moss layer thanks to this stuff. Okay. Oh, we also have from Pangea a whole tube of moss. Pangea also sent a bunch of leaf litter too. So we've got sea grapes and magnolia leaves. A good variety from Pangea as
All
well.
sorts of amazing biodegradables.
That's how much we have. We have an entire section just for biodegradables.
Yeah, exactly.
And since I think it fits into this section the best, Bitty Bugs was a sponsor by sending us springtails, like crazy active colonies of
Oh, yeah.
springtails, and dairy cow isopods for all the players to put in their enclosures and kick them off as a bioactive build. And that brings us to our last station, which is Station 6, I can count, which is the wood station. There's so much here for the builders
Wow.
to use. Okay, I know I keep repeating myself, but New England Herpetoculture sent us like 6 of these ginormous, is it grapewood? Not grapewood. Just really cool wood pieces that they also sell online.
Pangea sent us all these ones with the zip ties on them.
Yes, look at these.
Amazingly.
Wonky pieces from Pangea. They also sent these little branches, which are perfect for their little gecko food dishes that they just came out with. So they've got these cool things. Zoomed sent spiderwood, and these kind of like stand up on their own. Those would be really cool pieces to add to builds, I think.
We got some of this knobbly wood
This is from
the
Pangea. Yeah, there's like 5 pieces of, this is grapewood.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, I believe, grapewood. So this is from Pangea as well. You could attach this to the back or hang it from the top. We'll see what they do with all this stuff.
Also these half logs here.
This is from Pangea. Yeah, so these are like a tunnel for reptiles. So I
Yeah.
can't wait to see how people use these from Pangea. Back to Zoomed, we've got mangrove roots. Tons of Zoomed sent spiderwood and mangrove roots. New England Herpetoculture also sent these crazy twisty vines. I don't know how to use these in an enclosure, so maybe I'll learn something new tomorrow at
Oh,
Build
they
Up.
also sent the
Oh yeah,
mangrove.
Manzanita.
Or manzanita.
Yeah, look at this Manzanita. So, Rex, it's not for you.
No.
I'm sorry.
You don't get the manzanita.
It's not for you. This is for Build Off. You can't have all of the goodies that these sponsors have
I
sent.
might have set this up. There's a bunch of wood under the table too.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Whoa, what is this? Oh, this is
big old root.
ginormous mangrove. What is this? Oh, a Zoomed mangrove root. I didn't realize they sent ginormous ones.
Yeah, that's huge.
T-Rex sent some bowls, some coconut bowls.
Nice.
That's awesome. Great for little dark frogs. And we've also got bamboo hides. Are these T-Rex? Yes, this is T-Rex too. I didn't realize they sold bamboo hides. The one thing we found we couldn't get a sponsor for this year was, interestingly enough, cork bark. So we decided to just write it off and provide it ourselves. Snake Discovery last minute donated cork bark for all the builders. I guess we may as well give ourselves a shout out. You can get cork bark at snakediscoverystore.com.
Yeah.
There you go. So we've got a ton of cork for them to be able to use. And oh, we did donate one more thing of our own too. A cart full of random supplies. We've got paint, Gorilla Glue, water, silicone.
Sheets back here.
Yep, we have a bunch of stuff. There's epoxy, glue, hot glue, there's whatever this stuff is. We kind of just raided our storage closet with a bunch of leftover build-out, or
Oh,
zoo
that's
stuff.
what all the old stuff is, but this was bought.
Some stuff
that
we
was
did
all
buy.
bought.
Yeah,
We
okay.
have a lot of stuff that
That's
we needed
true.
to buy for this.
It's like a mixture of leftover zoo building materials and stuff we bought specifically for them to have a variety of stuff to
I was
use.
gonna say, if we kept that much foam in our spare
Yeah.
storage unit,
Yeah.
I would be concerned.
Right, so we'll see how the builders want to use, I don't know, super glue. We
Yeah.
just are giving them a variety to help them out.
Exactly.
And that covers most of the sponsors, not even all of them. We do have a couple more sponsors who sent us things that aren't building materials, but they still are going to add to the experience. So we are going to give them shout outs tomorrow when you'll see exactly what they donated. That all being said, thank you so much to the sponsors. You're gonna hear us say thank you a lot because you're making this possible. These are all amazing companies that you should go support because they were generous enough to support our build off. We have a lot to do though. It might look like we're ready for build off, but we're not.
The challenge is 90% of the way done.
It's done, yeah.
I still have to make food, that's right.
Oh, that's right, we're doing a barbecue for everybody tomorrow after the build.
Yeah, it's like midnight and I gotta prep 12 ribs.
Yeah, 12 singular ribs.
Yeah.
Not racks of ribs.
No, not racks, just 12. Everybody's gotta fight over them.
We're tired, we're gonna go to bed. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, it looks like everybody is here, so are you ready to meet the players of the 2024 Buildoff Championship? And the players are Luke with Luke's Bug and Animal Adventures.
Hi guys, I'm so happy to be here, and I brought a mentor with me. Crikey.
Bill Stewart with WPS Reptiles and Badgerland Reptile Rescue. Bob with Green Room Pythons.
I thought I was going to be able to get through this. Sorry, I'll come around. hang on. I apologize. Sorry, hi.
Chris and Casey with Garden State Tortoise. Dave with Dave Kaufman's Reptile Adventures.
How's it going, everybody? Food over here. Food this way.
Brian Cusco.
These guys are gonna carry me the whole day.
We always do.
Tyler Ruggie. Garrett with Reach Out Reptiles and Clarity Creations.
Vote for us.
Let's go.
Clint with Clint's Reptiles.
Well, hi there.
And last but not least, Adam with Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles.
I like pickles.
Okay, now that we are all here, I guess, want to officially welcome you all to the Enclosure Buildoff Championship 2024. You all made it, guys! And now moving forward, you are all enemies because we have to figure out who is the grand champion builder, and we're gonna find that out. And well, a couple of weeks after voting is done, but today is the big day. As you see, you have a 6-foot enclosure to build as opposed to the previous 4x2x2s we've been doing in the past, and we have a couple other twists to throw at you as well. One you already know is actually an advantage to you guys. You have an extra hour to build. Instead of 6 hours, you get 7 hours to build your enclosures. Like usual, you will be starting today with a challenge that if you win, will get you first dibs on an item you can use in your build. We'll be splitting you up into 2 teams of 5. As a team, all you have to do is assemble blocks into a secret phrase arch. Whichever team completes their archway puzzle first will win. Oh, but your blocks are locked up in 3 chests. You'll have to complete a challenge to get the code for each chest. Your first challenge is to use snake hooks to retrieve rubber snakes. 1 snake will have the code to your first chest, so this is simply a game of chance. Your second challenge is to transport water using Zoomed water bowls from a barrel to a bucket on a seesaw. Once you've added enough water to tilt the seesaw to the ground, your second code will be revealed. The third challenge will be to complete a snake and ball game where you will have to roll a ball up and into the head of a snake. Once the ball drops in, it'll release another ball with the code to the final chest. Once you have all of your codes, you can unlock the chests, retrieve the puzzle blocks, unscramble the phrase they spell, and assemble them as an archway. And whoever creates the archway freestanding, hands off first, will win the challenge. Should we start? Let's do it. All right, first we have to draw what team you're going to be on, and since this is championship, we're not drawing rocks this year. Why don't you pull out the
I can
first...
see the colors.
Scorpion.
Can you?
I
All right,
can.
well, don't look and reach
close
on
your
in.
eyes,
It's just
swirl it around.
timber
It's
snake.
live
Oh, it's
African
soft.
rock scorpion.
Instead of rocks this year,
It's
we're
so
drawing
soft.
buffs that you get to bring home.
Sweet.
Yes.
So
Team Black.
Team black.
Yes, you do have to wear them somewhere on your body.
Perft.
Okay, Garrett.
anywhere on
He's
our
gonna rob
body.
the Dairy Queen next door.
Ooh, Team Green
I wanted to
Python.
be on Garrett's team.
We gotta be black. We gotta be black.
Oh no, I'm with. I wanted to be on your team.
Team black.
Yes. I'm on Dave's team.
Ooh, Team Black.
Team black. Yes.
Team Green. Okay. Team Black. Phil. Team Black. All right.
I hope I'm Team Red. Come on, Team Red.
Green.
Oh, green. All right.
And Team Green. Nice. Put on your buffs.
Billy Black. Yeah.
We have the team's picks, and we are strategizing, it looks like, at the moment. Team Black, Team Green. Let's start this challenge.
Just take the other team's hooks.
Oh, then we'll have 4. Then we'll have 4 of those.
Take the other team's hooks.
And twice as much.
No, they didn't say it.
No sabotage. Oh no. I said the loud part quiet.
We are going to begin the championship challenge in 3, 2, 1, go!
I don't have to here, Dave. Come on, Tyler. Nope. Give me more. Yeah, that's it. We got it. Oh, Brian, drink it!
I think you have to use the bowls, guys. That's cheating! Black is starting to tip!
There we go! Here we go. Oh, yeah. It's going.
There it goes!
It's going.
4, 6, 7.
Take your time, dude. No rush.
Take your time, Brian.
I was just thinking, I was trying to catch my breath. Yeah.
Do we say it doesn't count at the end?
I think we should.
Okay.
No, you didn't go up the snake. That was the. All right, you guys, put it back. You have to go up the snake. That was the rule. Gotta go up the snake.
Green team cheating again. No.
All right, now what? What you want? There you go, there you go. Yes!
All right.
So we don't know which goes to which. This one is 09.
Where's the deep? I got all these guys.
This, yes.
Or the other way. Maybe it starts with this.
Okay, both teams have solved what it's supposed to say. Now it's just a matter of building it.
What about the zero?
Zero is good.
Okay.
That's good. Flip it, no matter, it matters.
So close.
So close.
You still got it. You still got it.
All right, we got it.
Yeah.
Team Black.
All right.
I mean, hell yeah.
There we go.
Well, I think that went well.
That was really good. I'm surprised both of them got the thing up. And
Yeah.
it was within seconds
They
of each other.
both. Yeah, it was so close. If Team Green hadn't tried to cheat, I think they would have gotten it.
Multiple times.
Yeah, they would have won this. Okay, I think it is officially time to congratulate Team Black for winning the challenge. Nice. And as promised, finalist, you get first pick on a product to use in your build. It could be from one of the stations out here in the zoo. We have a live plant, substrate, decor, wood, electronics, all sorts of stations in here. We also have a station full of just building supplies in the classroom. 3, 2, 1, go!
I know what the twist is.
Yeah!
Hey, Adam.
Oh, wait.
My wood is bigger than your wood.
Hey, Dave, my wood is longer than your wood.
Your wood is flatter and Canadianer.
This will tie my stuff together.
That's a good pick.
This is what I needed.
Ooh, a fogger. There was only one of those. Okay, first pick, we're all done. We're happy with our choices?
Yeah.
Yes?
Couldn't be happier.
Perfect. Okay, now Team Green. Can you get in the box?
Swap spaces.
Team Green, pick your first item in 3, 2, 1, go!
I think Garrett just got hurt.
Are you okay?
I think my mic might be broken, but it was totally worth it.
This rock.
Awesome.
Oh no, the damage! You did break your mic!
Testing. We're good.
Alright, we all have our first picks now. Next, we need you all to head back into the classroom to your stations.
Wow, it's so somber all of a
So
sudden.
serious!
Have fun!
Dun dun dun!
Yeah, everybody's like sad now.
Stress.
Okay.
Like a deep breath before the plunge.
Oh, there's something under the thingy.
Okay. This is a dream come true.
So, as we all know, there are some twists and turns involved in this year's build-off because it's the championship.
Yeah, you
after
guys have all won,
Yeah.
so...
You're the best of the best, so you can handle whatever wrenches we throw at you. So we have a bit of a wrench to throw at you today. We have some items that you will be randomly assigned to incorporate into your builds. Woo!
You've gotta be.
This is awesome.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you were right. We could have guessed.
Home sweet home.
Wait, don't leave yet. As you just saw, we threw a bit of a wrench at the players as an extra challenge. Since this is the championship year, we're going to throw a bit of a wrench at you as well. To avoid the voting being a popularity contest, I mean, we really want the winner to win based on their building skills, not how many subscribers they have. So we are going to show you the finished builds right now. You won't know who built what enclosure. We want you to vote right now after seeing all the builds before you learn who did what. And that, I hope, is going to avoid this being a subscriber-based voting as opposed to voting based on what you really think is the best enclosure. So without further ado, let me introduce to you the 10 final builds at the Snake Discovery Build-Off Championship. This player made a Southeast Asian jungle. The idea is that you're laying on the forest floor, you're looking around, and besides having mosquitoes all over you, they wanted you to have an authentic experience. They wanted to make it both beautiful but also functional, considering someone will win this enclosure and want to put something in it. So this was built to work with a wide variety of animals, including dart frogs, rhino rat snakes, or even garter snakes. It also has to replicate their natural habitat, so their item from home was a pickle jar, which used to contain the pickles you often see in the rainforest. Their challenge item was the letter H, which was turned into a platform to hold a Spanish moss nest. This could be used to place feeder eggs for the animal being kept inside, or just as a ledge for enrichment. This player replicated a more deciduous forest, such as from the northeast, and their item from home was their backdrop. They took a photo while on the forest floor and replicated the depth of being in the forest from the perspective of a reptile on the ground. This enclosure was intended for box turtles, but could be used for a wide variety of species, including corn snakes, king snakes, milk snakes, dart frogs, or even a marbled salamander. It's bioactive, it has nooks and crannies, so the animal feels safe and secure, and if you don't see your animal in it all the time, that means you're probably doing a good job. Their challenge item was the Tiki Man, which they disguised as a log that's always watching you from within the forest. This player has a newly found fascination with curly-tailed lizards and created a Caribbean-themed enclosure for them. They incorporated various hidden treasures around the enclosure, including a treasure chest containing their challenge item, which was the measuring cup. First, they used it to pour epoxy, and then they ground it up and added it to the treasure trove. Their item from home was a pirate ship set that is seen throughout the Caribbean scene. Using forced perspective, their pirate ship appears to be drifting through in the distance. This player created an enclosure that's themed around their mentors in conservation. You'll find Jane Goodall, Steve Irwin, and David Attenborough, among others. They created a scene where Steve Irwin comes to snake discovery and visits Rex in the zoo. Their challenge item was a football, which they cut the end off of to replicate Rex's jolly ball, and the rest was used as a hide. Their item from home was an acrylic replication of Snake Discovery's turtle tank and Rex's enclosure, in addition to an acrylic display of their mentors and a 3D printed waterfall. There are several hides, many plants, springtails, and isopods to make this a fully bioactive enclosure, complete with actual water from Snake Discovery's turtle tank. This player created the Upside Down from Stranger Things. They flicked glow-in-the-dark paint to replicate the spores floating in the air in the Upside Down. You'll also notice that the trees are growing down from the ceiling of the enclosure, as well as the Demigorgon front and center, which was their item from home. They built this enclosure for nocturnal geckos such as gargoyle geckos. Their challenge item was a glass sculpture, which they painted with glow-in-the-dark paint and turned into the portal to the Upside Down. Using vines, they also created the Mind Flare, which has escaped and now resides on top of the enclosure. This player wanted to create a space to interact with an animal. Although being an enclosure for a chameleon came to mind, they actually set it up as a play station for your pet at home. They wanted to bring a sense of nature into the home. The theme of the build is about nature reclaiming human civilization. Their item from home was a pump and light that they turned into an active rain chamber. Their challenge item was a rubber boot, which they tied into their theme by replicating a discarded item on the jungle floor. It also doubles as a way to conceal the pump. This piece was built to be a centerpiece in your home while also allowing you to enjoy your reptile outside of its home. This player created a scene from the movie Anaconda. They brought a custom-made replica of the houseboat from Anaconda, which you can imagine J-Lo and Ice Cube on the deck with John Voight terrorizing them, soon to be eaten by a giant anaconda. They focused on recreating the denseness of the Amazon jungle based on personal experience. Their challenge item was the Home Sweet Home sign, which they flipped over to use as a dock for the boat. They utilized over 20 plants, springtails, and isopods, and built this enclosure for a rainbow boa, which is the closest relative to the anaconda. This player created the forests of Princess Mononoke. You'll find the forest spirit watching over you and protecting the land as the sun sets, and the appearance of kodamas, which is a sign of a healthy forest. If you can see them and hear their heads clicking, you know you have a healthy forest. This enclosure is fully bioactive with springtails, isopods, and live plants. It was intended for both fossorial animals and arboreal animals, such as tree skinks, pink-tongued skinks, or perhaps a blue-tongued skink. There are several hides with a large water dish in the center. Their item from home were the Kodama twinkle lights, and their challenge item was the weird coat hanger thing, which was embedded into the background for use as a cup holder, plant holder, or trellis for a climbing plant. Plus, check it out at night. That's just cool. After dreaming about a place called Hog Heaven, this player designed their enclosure to be for a hog-nosed snake, specifically an albino one to match the red and white theme of the enclosure. Their item from home was a toy farm set, and their challenge item was a basket which they disassembled to create the pig pen around the farm. They used moss to replicate tumbleweeds around the farm, and painted their background with puffy white clouds in the sky to give the feeling of being in the Midwest. It's a bioactive enclosure with isopods and springtails, and all structures and decor are movable for cleaning. And last but not least, this player's build was inspired by Chinese mythology. The Tale of the Dragon Gate is a legend where there's a dragon gate at the top of a mountain where carp swim upstream, and if they jump over the gate, they turn into a dragon. Since this is what inspired the Pokemon Magikarp and Gyarados, their item from home was a handmade Gyarados Dragon Gate, which they turned into a fountain using various decor. Their challenge item was a bamboo container, which they used as a planter to fit with their theme, as the enclosure was built with a bamboo rat snake in mind, which is a species native to China. And there you go. As you can see, all of the players did a fantastic job on their builds. Each and every one is amazing. And now it is time for you to go vote right now on your favorite enclosure before you even know who built which one. And stay tuned, this Friday's video will be part 2 of the build off, where you will get to see the entire process everybody went through in their builds, and you will find out who you voted for. Voting will go from right now until this Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Monday morning, we will know who the grand champion is at the Enclosure Buildoff Championship right here at Snake Discovery. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Patreon backers. Thank you to all of the sponsors who helped make this all possible. Also, a special extra shout out to Paul with Custom Reptile Habitats, who drove here a day early to help us set up this entire thing.
Yeah. Without Paul, it wouldn't have gotten done this year, I don't think.
No.
Me and Emily would have went crazy.
Yeah, we would have been like, nope, it's too much work. We can't do it. But he helped us tremendously, and he has truly amazing enclosures. If you're looking for the Cadillac of reptile enclosures, Custom Reptile Habitats, they are truly top of the line. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and go vote on your favorite enclosure right now.
Link is in the description. Go vote. Click on it. Click on it now.
Do it.
Why are you still here?